Let's go to employment lawyer Randy He joins us now to talk some more about this. Thanks for your time.
No problem. Thanks for having me back.
I guess it would be easy enough for him to step down if he chose to. He runs the company, he owns the company. But what would the next steps look like?
Well, we know that Elon Musk often acts spontaneously and not necessarily according to plan. So I think there is a chance he may not step down. I think that is a distinct possibility that he may backtrack on this and state, hey, I was not being serious, or look, a good minority of people want me to stay on. So I think that's first something we need to keep in mind. And second, if he does step down, perhaps he will still be in the shadows and still be the puppet master of Twitter and still convey a significant amount of influence. So I'm not too sure if he would disappear entirely just if he steps down.
Especially because he seems to be wanting to make some major changes and stepped in within the first hour to start doing that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Elon Musk has been critically mismanaging Twitter since the very beginning. This entire saga is playing out like a Shakespearean tragedy to an extent. He takes over the company. He fires the best and brightest people, completely expunges upper management, and then begins all of these changes that don't make any sense. Shareholders, stakeholders, and employees are distressed and disappointed by these changes. And then there are growing voices for him to step down. So he decides to publicly post this particular survey for who knows what reason, perhaps to garner public support, and it's probably backfired on him.
Has he done something like this before where he put a test of something to the public and then failed to act on it?
Well, I mean, I'm not an expert on Elon Musk's past Twitter posts or his particular history, but I do know that he does act in the way that he feels. He goes with his gut. He's very instinctive with the way that he wants to act. And if he decides that suddenly he doesn't want to step down, I don't think there's much anyone can do with it. The Twitter survey is not a legally binding contract onto Elon Musk or some type of rewriting of the Twitter constitution. It's simply an opinion poll. He states he will abide by it, but he certainly has the ability to change his mind since he's the top person at the organization.
When you have this kind of dramatic change at an organization in such a short amount of time, whiplash kind of change that we're seeing since Elon Musk took over, what happens to the organization? Is it a reputational hit? How long does it take to rebuild the reputation and some sort of stability here?
Well, I think the reputation damage, it could be irreversible at this point. You have a number of users going to rival platforms. Suppose he does step down and a new person it takes over from Elon Musk. If that person is more of a traditionalist, then perhaps Twitter can salvage its core market, its core users, and maybe it could be a stabilizing force. If the new leader is someone even more experimental than Elon Musk, then perhaps Twitter will be bankrupt in 6 months. But certainly in any leadership change, it is a period of volatility and sometimes chaos for the organization. I think we are in for many more tempests and storms ahead.
Randy, I appreciate you joining us tonight. Thanks for your time.
No problem. Thank you for having me.